Welcome back to Comics, the podcast where me and my mom look through our comic book collection 2 issues at a time. Today we have DC Detective Comics number 400, Smash Issue, Challenge of the Manbat. This is a facsimile edition of the first appearance of Manbat, which dates back to 1970.
Oh, wow. So he was a later character.
Yeah, and I think there's been different iterations of the Man-Bat over the years, like different people that become humanoid bats. This is, I think, the first one. So this is story by Frank Robbins, art by Neil Adams and Dick Giordano.
Neil Adams was such a nice man.
Yeah, we have that signed Neil Adams
Artwork at my
That's really
studio,
cool.
yes.
So, I really like these facsimile editions when they give it the holofoil or like the embossed cover. And even the Hot Wheels ad is all shiny too. Challenge any kid to a race on the Hot Wheels Rod Runner. I should get that and go around challenging children. I challenge you.
Hey kid, challenge you.
So, the Challenge of the Man-Bat. We start at Gotham Museum of Natural History after hours. That you up there, Langstrom? Could hardly make you out among those oversized papier-mâché bats.
Those are nice papier-mâché bats.
I know. For papier-mâché, they look really realistic. Yup, Curator Wilkins. Like, they work together day to day. He has to call him Curator. Curator Wilkins. You can just call me Wilkins. It's me, burning the midnight oil again to get this night creature habitat exhibit completed for next month's opening. It's kind of sinister lighting.
Yeah, I know. Is he Man-Bat?
Yes. And I guarantee this larger-than-life recreation is going to be an eye-opener.
Uh-oh.
But as soon as the door of the great exhibit hall clangs shut, he couldn't leave soon enough for me. Now I can get back to work on my real work with live counterparts.
Uh-oh.
One thing that's weird about these facsimile reprints is they maintain all the old ads of the time period and everything, but the colors pop differently because it's not aged 50 years or whatever.
Yeah.
The old version would be. The bright light hurts your weak eyes, does it? Soon you'll sleep, little furred friend. So he's doing some kind of extraction from this bat specimen here. And soon I will have a natural ability even the great Batman doesn't possess. While underground in another part of Gotham City, other men have come up with a way to combat Batman's night fighting ability. From now on, our vault heists will be carried out undetected. No one, not even the masked manhunter, will be able to stop us. Because unlike us, Batman can't see in pitch blackness. With our light intensifier goggles, the darkest objects look bright as day. And with these foam-soled shoes, not even a mouse could hear us.
But somebody's got water on it, so it's squeak, Jerry.
The mice will hear us. The wall to the gem vault room should be right here, according to this underground plan. Reads just like I had a spotlight on it. Hand me the ultrasonic cutting tool. Nobody can hear that either. Here, boss. What was that? Thought I heard something. Must have been a sewer rat. Hey, clumsy. Clang.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, boss. Thought you had it. And even before the echoing sound dies out, you've had it all right. The Batman, he heard. I like that their whole shtick, this gang, is that they're like can see in the dark and they're super quiet. How did Batman know to be in the vicinity to hear? Like, they're so worried about not being heard and seen.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you just try robbing a place you don't think Batman will be in the first place?
Right.
I mean, I guess maybe it's the most profitable target.
Although Batman is a detective, so he might have been on the case watching.
It's just a weird way to go about it. I would try to be the most secret criminal. Not like, I'm going to do public crimes stealthily. But I got recommended a channel on YouTube. There's a couple people that do this, that do stealth camping.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, I'm going to go camp in this roundabout. And they wait for people to drive by and they go hide in the bushes. And they're vlogging and they're like, okay, I'm hidden now. I know I shouldn't peek out and look, but I want to see if any of my stuff's visible. And then they peek out like, oh, the security guard, I think he's made me.
Run!
And then, it's weird. I don't know what I was watching.
That's funny.
Even before the echoing sound dies out, Yeah, we already did that panel. As the caped crusader lands in the Stygian darkness, a well-rehearsed escape plan goes into silent, smooth operation. Batman won't dare shine a light, or he becomes the target. So I guess the idea is that they'll be able to shoot him if they can see him.
But if they have those sensitive glasses on, all he needs to do is have a flashlight and it'll blind him.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Instantly, using his finely attuned hearing, the Gotham gangbuster swings into action. Only the faintest rustle of clothing, but they're evading me like they can see. As the last of the thugs flits past, Batman, blind as a bat, can't resist the temptation to... But deftly rolling with the punch. Oh, I needed some contact to latch onto. So if that guy hadn't have given in to the temptation to punch Batman...
It's always ego.
I always notice how good the heroes are at rolling with punches, too. They're like, I've been punched, but I rolled with it.
Yeah, true.
Instantly regretting his rashness, his prey pulls away, becoming a moving target. Bok! Rip! Darn, couldn't connect solid. Moments later, left alone with an empty sleeve. Outmaneuvered by shadows. Must have been using some sophisticated electronic seeing aid. This monkey had to see what he was aiming at. Me. No risk now in throwing light on the situation. May find some clue. There's something. Probably what caused the racket that alerted me. That's why he's the world's greatest detective. He saw the giant red laser. Futuristic red. I guess not giant, but it's a very noticeable color.
Yeah.
Maybe it would pop against the metal floor. Oh, that ruby red laser gun. That must have something to do with it. An ultrasonic cutting tool. Can zip through concrete and metal like cheese without emitting a sound the human ear can detect. While exiting in a remote, deserted area, one stupid slip-up in a perfect setup almost finished us. From now on, all tools are padded. Dig. Tough. We had to lose that ultrasonic tool. It's more than tough, because by now Batman's found it. If we use another one, he might be able to track us down by using a detector tuned to its operating frequency. Then he's got us stymied, boss. We can't pull another blackout job without that silent gizmo. Not unless we use it as a weapon against that snooper, which we will, to lure him into a trap where we'll be ready for any counter move he makes. Like when? Where? Tomorrow night, there, the Natural History Museum. Its gem collection is in a windowless hall, and when the lights are switched off, pitch blackness. Then we switch on Batman's homing signal, our Ultra S cutter, and, while in the depths of the outwardly blacked out museum, that does it. The last of a series of ever-increasing doses of gland extract.
Ew.
Yeah. So he's going to pump himself full of gland.
Yeah.
And now, my leathery winged friend, we wait the first signs of increased sensitivity to minute sounds, the first necessity for natural sonar detection. Argh! That noise, unbearable! Plip, plip, plip.
Oh, whoa.
So the dripping sink is unbearable to him.
Whoa, and his eyes.
And my eyes can't stand that blazing light. Switching off the offending light, Langstrom heads unerringly across the cluttered lab to the closet. Sunglasses in my jacket. Must get them.
Wow.
He wears his sunglasses
That
at
a
night.
fast effect.
The gland works fast. Then a sudden dawning realization. Good Lord! I navigated in utter blackness without bumping into anything. My vocal cords must have been emitting supersonic signals. My ultra-sensitive hearing picked up the bounce-back echoes, guiding me to my target like a homing missile. I've done it! I now possess a bat's natural sonar. But normal sounds can drive me crazy. Have to dull them. These wax earplugs will do, till I can get better ones.
Ooh.
While in his secret lab atop the Wayne Foundation, Batman works feverishly to increase his hearing sensitivity. Since I'm a Batman in name only, I need an artificial aid to find my targets quickly in the dark. These stereolocator earplugs should do the job, Alfred. Working deep into the night, the Cape Crusader finally reaches the test stage. Will this outfit do, sir? Fine, take off your shoes. I don't care about what job it is. Fine, Alfred, shut up.
Will this outfit do?
And move as silently as possible into the dark carpeted living room. So they're trying to simulate the blackout gang being in all black and sneaking around. Now, as I plunge everything into darkness, we play hide and seek.
Oh, no.
In a brief battle of wits, both men make no movement to betray their location, until like a pouncing cat. I say, sir, how did you ever? I even held my breath. As the lights are put on again. But one thing you couldn't do, stop your heartbeats, mine louder and yours fainter. Boom, 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 boom. Now I'm set to cope with this blackout gang, as soon as I analyze the operating frequency of this ultrasonic cutter and rig up a location finder.
Wow.
I like how they're both kind of in parallel. The Man-Bat and the Batman, they're both kind of scientists, too.
Yeah.
They're both working diligently through the night in their labs. It's a nice juxtaposition.
I like how they have him crouched.
While at the museum, a man flushed with success, but wearied by his trying breakthrough. Enough for now, I must go home to bed. What's this? My hands, they're growing hairy like a bat, even getting claw-like. Oh no, a secondary characteristic of the gland extract? Must hide them. It's only temporary, has to be. My hat, what pushed it off? In silent, gnawing anguish, the delver into the unknown rushes wildly across the room. And then, in one reeling moment of horror-struck realization, the immensity of his achievement is revealed to him.
I'm adorable.
I'm becoming... It's kind of a Disney-fied, kind of soft-featured Man-Bat. He's not that scary looking. We can get a free coupon to the Palisades Amusement Park. Free ride in the Space Rocket or free ride in the Caterpillar.
Space Rocket,
You have
definitely.
to just deface your comic to get it.
To get it, yeah.
I guess you could use an X-Acto and have a pretty clean cut.
Oh.
It's some ugly nightmare. The gland extract must be causing hallucinations. I can't be turning into... Skreek, I am. I must find an antidote. But what? Stay away from me, you furry little monster. I'm not one of you. Shriek! He goes Skreek, they go Shriek. Can't leave here like this. Must go into hiding till I can change the course of this evil mutation. No one must search for me. No one.
Oh. Those bats are going to get him.
Well, they're his friends now, I think. They're excited. Look at that giant bat. Next morning, a telegram delivery to the curator of the Gotham Museum of Natural History. Mother seriously ill. Stop. Must fly to Chicago. Stop. Don't worry. Exhibit will be finished in time for opening. Langstrom. You think they'd save money on the letters if they stopped saying stop all the time? Stop. Stop. Don't worry. Who else could complete this authentic bat habitat like Langstrom? He'd better return in time. While unnoticed above, among night creatures who sleep by day and hunt by night, Langstrom's hanging out with the paper mache.
Wow.
They don't even notice him. Why does that bat have a suit on?
Exactly.
As the long day passes and the museum sleeps again, an emotionally exhausted Man-Bat wakes, unrefreshed. Skreek, yawn, dream such gruesome, tortured things that I was really a, bat, and sleeping hanging upside down. No dream, gasp! No dream, I am up here, among them, and the fantastic strength my hands possess. I'm hungry, ravenously hungry, the museum cafeteria, through the gem collection. While in the totally blacked out gem hall, ideal, eh, boys? The perfect conditions to finally end the career of that phony master of darkness, Batman. Now switch on the Ultra S cutter and beam him in. The blackout gang's back in operation, only this time I zero in and catch them flat-footed. Dig this experimental car, an advanced thinking manufacturer offered to Batman for testing.
Ooh.
It's not his Batmobile. Like, how do you get it to Batman? If you're an automobile, they're like, without revealing his identity, like, we'll just leave it here on this corner, go pick it up when you can.
The keys are in it. Right.
He's coming. Freeze. Not a peep out of anyone. Want to test if he developed a counterattack. With the sureness of a night creature, the masked crime crusader leaps into the velvety blackness. I can't see you, but I know you're here. Surrender before it's too late.
Oh, Batman.
Repeat, surrender before I... Wants to bait us into revealing our positions by answering. He's blind as a bat. You're thinking I can't see you, but chonk! I can hear your heartbeats. Boom, boom, boom. Next moment, the blackout gang leader springs his counterattack. Ping pong balls. Figured he might use some kind of sonar detector. Bong, 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 bong. Amplified by his oversensitive hearing aids, the cascading balls echo and re-echo deafeningly into Batman's head, masking all other sounds. I can't hear anything else. Can't follow their movements. as the bouncing, caroming pong balls continue their bewildering cacophony. He can't track us anymore, so let's help him find us. I'll take it on these blind terms. Anything that hits me, I can hit. But even for the mighty Batman, these odds prove too great. Now that he's helpless, I'll finish him.
Whoa!
But suddenly, from out of the blackness of the hushed hall, screech, screech. What? It's the most horrible thing I've ever seen. I wish I couldn't see it. Fwam, screech, crash. If I don't stop this thing, it'll kill us all. Nothing this Ultra S can't cut through, even this monstrous Manbat.
Whoa!
Bach! If there weren't a Batman still alive to stop you, punk. A Batman who needed a breather, and now that I've had it, you've had it. Then, joining his strange counterpart, both brothers under the skin finish off their enemies together. Glad to have you on the team, fella. It's Greek, what I've always dreamed of, Batman. And when the thugs are batted down, Skreek! You all right, Batman? Sure, stranger, thanks to you. That's all that matters. Skreek! I must go now. What's your hurry? For a guy I owe so much to, you're an awfully modest hero. At least let me see who I owe my thanks to. Skreek! You don't want to see. No one should. It was your inspiration, your great fight against criminals of the night that brought this on me. Then if I was your hero, why hide from me? All right, see.
Poor fella.
Man, you're even more of a bat than I ever was. And with your added ability to see in the dark, you've topped me. What an awe-inspiring disguise. Skreek, disguise, disguise. Sob, I only wish it were. I Skreek, I've succeeded only too well. Obviously he doesn't want me to follow him. I owe him that at least. But he would make a formidable friend. Or foe? Which will it be? In which role will the Man-Bat re-enter the Batman's life? Be on the lookout for the Man-Bat in a forthcoming issue of Detective Comics.
Uh-oh.
It's interesting to see this first appearance of him, because I think the first time I heard of Man-Bat was in the Batman animated series in the 90s. And I remember him, it was a similar Science Gone Crazy thing, I think. But he was like, he didn't talk. He's more bat than man. Like, he was just out of control animal.
Yeah.
At least from my memory.
Oof.
So, yeah, he's kind of just a disfigured guy with some bad abilities.
Yeah.
Our backup story is Batgirl and Robin. It's mostly Batgirl. Robin's in, like, 2 panels. For the first time ever, Batgirl and Robin. Match wits and skills with each other and with a brutal killer who stalks the campus of Hudson University. A cunning villain who engineers a burial for Batgirl. We gratefully dedicate the story to Edgar Allan Poe, S.S. Van Dyne, and Rex Stout. This is written by Denny O'Neil, drawn by Gil Kane. During the whole of a dull, dark, and soundless night in the bleakest part of the year, Barbara Gordon has been driving alone from Gotham City to the library of Hudson University. Help! A scream. Someone inside the library is in mortal terror. Even as she races toward the soul-shuddering sound, Barbara changes to the awesome costume of Batgirl.
What?
You hear that? She's like, well, okay, I'm going to get changed really quick, and then I hope he's not dead. I forgot where my sock was. To dig it out for 5 minutes. And
Exactly.
Then inside, so dark, and I've never been in this building before. Don't have any idea where the stairs are. Wait, someone's coming in a hurry. Out of my way! Not until you explain why you're running. I said out of my way. Titch, titch, aren't you the clumsy one? Perhaps you'd better rest until you recover your coordination. That odd smell, like ether. Could this guy be a med student? Snoopy strikes again.
I know, see, in my day, Snoopy used to beat up Nazis too.
He still does, probably.
He still does, yeah.
Ride with Snoopy into the wildest dogfight ever. Wow. What a great new kit from Monogram. Snoopy and his Sopwith camel. Must be
his
the
plane. Yep.
Oh, it says, curse you, Red Baron, up there. Comes with a battery-powered propeller. A battery-powered propeller. You flip like a real plane. Easy and fun to build. Just snaps together so you don't need glue. Minutes later. Looks groovy. And you don't even have to paint it. Here's where you can write Snoopy's comments like, curse you, Red Baron. Or at toy and hobby stores. Kit includes doghouse display stand and batteries not included.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Nazis not included. My eyes! So he had reached for that tank after he got knocked down. I'll never be the crime fighter Batman is. He wouldn't have let his attention wander while a foe was still active. He's gone, having a chance of catching him in this darkness. Both stories, darkness plays a huge role.
Yeah.
Where nowadays, Batman's like, he probably just touches part of his mask and his infrared comes up or whatever. And back in the day, it was like, dark rooms. They're really going to get the best of you. So, good heavens, a man lying on the floor, and I don't need to get any closer to see that he's dead.
Jeez.
I'd better notify the police as Batgirl, then let the college authorities know that Barbara Gordon has arrived. Stop him! Get him! The kid who souped me. I have a second opportunity to stop him. And this time I have plenty of reason. I tried judo the gentle way before. Now I know better. Jiu-jitsu's nastier, but a lot more effective. Nice move, lady. We'll finish the job. Yeah, I only wish I was wearing my football shoes. Before you kick Hank, you'll have to boot me. Beat it, Grayson, or we'll give this guy, we'll give you what this punk's gonna get. Go on, Markham. Scare me more. Batgirl, I always heard you were on the side of the underdog. I don't understand this hostility. I only know the kid I stopped may have committed murder.
Wow.
There's Robin. And an hour later, after Batgirl has told her story at the small local police headquarters, we want to thank you for your cooperation, Miss Batgirl. By the way, what brings you to these parts? I came along with my friend Barbara Gordon. Barbara's delivering a rare first edition of the stories of Edgar Allan Poe. Hudson U is having a big Poe festival next week. Don't I know it? A headache for the whole department. Assigning guards for those rare books, assigning men to the special performances at the campus theater. He seemed convinced the student I captured is guilty. The evidence against him is circumstantial. Circumstantial but strong. I like how annoyed he is by the Poe festival.
Yeah.
They're always putting hearts under the floorboards and crap. You see, the lad you stopped is Hank Osher, a sort of student radical. Got quite a following. This kind of goes to the 1970 publication date.
Yep.
And the lad who is chasing him is Jack Markham, an acting major at the drama department. Both take courses from Professor Huntington, a biologist. The murdered man, is Amos Willard, the school's business manager.
What?
So there's a little flashback scene here of why he might have motive to kill him. It all started at a rally last night. You see, the school's board of trustees wants to sell some woodland at the north end of campus to a builder. Willard was all in favor. The revenue will enable us to build a new gym, and no, this is insanity. Those woods are the last habitat of a certain species of moss. Plants my researches show have enormous medical use. Sure, Professor Huntington, and the earth may be flat as a pie plate. He's a flat earther.
Oh my God.
Your so-called research could come to nothing. I assure you the money we'd receive from the sale is quite real. Don't pay any attention to the effete, impudent snob, Mr. Willard. Yeah, listen to that dumb actor, Willard. Sonny, why don't you go get a shave, and while you're at it, dry yourself behind the ears. You fascist idiot. I'd like to kill you. Steady, Hank. So you see, with the threat and all, Hank Osher looks good for the crime. Almost too good. Chief, I'd like to speak with the boy. You claim you're innocent. Why were you running? Somebody knocked me on the head. When I came to, those 3 goons were standing over me. I admit it. I panicked. It is almost midnight as the mysterious maiden steps again into the night. Maybe it's only my girlish heart responding to his big blue eyes, but I want to believe Hank Osher. Even though I saw him at the scene of the crime, this whole case smells wrong. Smell, of course. If Hank isn't guilty, I know where to look for whoever is. I remember passing it as I drove in. Funny, I could have sworn I saw Robin coming out of the library. He's zipping around the corner in his little short shorts. I must be coming unhinged. Here's the place. Shouldn't be too hard to get in. Bricks and mortar. They must be rebuilding part of it. Thunk!
Oh,
She
no.
gets hit on the noggin there. And we have a cliffhanger ending.
No.
Injury and pain. Very dreadful pain. Torment the helpless girl in her delirium. I like these pink blobs. Whirlpool kind of thing.
She's seeing stars.
Finally, however, she slowly regains her senses. Scratch, scrape. opens her eyes and an instant later is seized with mortal terror, to go with our Poe theme, for her assailant has secured her to the wall of a damp cellar within a small niche, and brick by brick, inch by inch, is closing it off, building a tomb for Batgirl. Robin, at this very instant, is attempting to solve the Willard murder, but will he learn the killer's identity before the Fiend finishes his insane task? Only time will tell. Midnight is the dying hour.
Oh, wow.
I want to track down this Batman 222, it looks like, issue. Here they come. One of them is dead, but which one? The clue is on the album cover. Dead till proven alive, and some very Beatles-looking quartet. It might be like the Paul is dead thing that was going on. I wonder how if it'd be affordable to get that issue. It might be fun. So yeah, that's our 1970 comic. This looks like a 1990 one, if I had to guess. 91.
Yeah.
Might be just lining
The
it up
riotous
there.
return of you-know-who.
Mr. Yellow Butt Cheeks.
Mr.
Prepare to die. That character is kind of crazy too.
Yes.
I remember Excalibur, so they were kind of like using the Arthurian legend. I think it was started by Chris Claremont, the X-Men writer, as like a spin-off, because I think that's Kitty Pryde, right? She started the team with Captain
Shadowcat, Captain
I like
Britain, yeah.
Nightcrawler too. He's one of my favorites.
Yes. In fact, if this ever came to the MCU, they better get John Waters to do that directing.
Yeah.
Because his character's crazy.
Oh my god.
So the old pier, Brighton, England, currently home to Gatecrashers TechNet, a group of interdimensional mercenaries. It's alive! It's alive! Query status, Gatecrasher, behavior irrational? Aye, our illustrious leaders cracked by Croaky. These guys' expressions are great. New leader we need. I heard that, you mutinous parasites. You were all eager to join my TechNet and share in the fat reward I negotiated when the Omniversal Magistrix, Opal Luna Saturnine, commissioned me to capture the mutant Phoenix. Exiled us to this primitive mudhole she did, only because you gutless wonders performed so badly in our last encounter with Excalibur. But this time, it will be different. This time, my genius will be recognized. I have a plan. And with my extensive skills in biogenetic nucleotronic splicing, I've created the ultimate super secret mega weapon. She's crazy.
This is that little yellow guy.
Yes. So it's the powerful Captain Britain, the shape-changing Megan, the intangible Shadowcat, the swashbuckling Nightcrawler, the mysterious Phoenix, the ever unpredictable Widget, the little round dude, and Lockheed, the dragon, forged in the fires of their tragic pasts. They have band together to fight a modern-day crusade against the forces of evil. Stanley presents...
Megan with 2 G's.
Yes!
A hatch is blotted. That's clever.
Yeah.
So this is written by Alan Davis, drawn by Mark Farmer.
So, behold.
I refuse to read anyone else's role. Only art, only drawing and writing.
Excalibur doesn't stand a chance. We begin our operation at dawn. I love how
that guy.
I know. Just wait. Yeah. The expressions on their faces. These guys they emote really well. The Excalibur Night House. Shortly after dawn. 23 passengers received minor injuries when their train was derailed at Bridlington Junction. A government spokesman, Mr. Nigel Orpington Smythe, claimed that the fortunate lack of fatalities was entirely due to the supergroup Excalibur, who worked tirelessly at the crash site for over 7 hours. Mr. Opington Smythe believed that Excalibur's heroic efforts should be rewarded in the Queen's New Year honors list. And, why does Mr. Opington Smythe give no credit to the other 150 rescue workers? The novelty of our powers makes us newsworthy. But others' lack of powers make them more heroic. Why are you so angry? The man is obviously a leech using our the publicity around our activities to get himself noticed. Exactly, Brian. It makes me feel like a boiled egg, Kurt. Huh? 1 or 2? 1, Donka. Kitty? Rachel? Just toast, please, Megan. Same here, but liquidize it. I'm too tired to chew. So she's got these eggs boiling away. And
is that Jean Grey Phoenix or a different?
It's
Did they say what her name was in there?
Yeah.
The Mysterious Phoenix.
So it's like the second Phoenix.
Okay. I was gonna say that's a very punk-looking Phoenix costume.
So hot, 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 ping, 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 duck, boom, and then clapped. I'll just have toast. And then look at Lockheed.
Cook my goose, eh?
Yeah.
Lockheed's all scared. He's got a big underbite.
Yes, he does. Even what's his name is all looking scared. Nightcrawler. Quack. Well, you don't get rid of hard-boiled eggs that easily.
Hard-boiled Henry? That's
Henry,
what HBH is?
Henry.
Oh my God.
Pupa, toi meat, pupua to meat, toi doom. I have been chosen by the supremely brilliant, incredible, magnificent, invincible gate washer. Gatewasher to strike a blow that will herald ye defeat in 1 second. Rachel, Schnell, it's a
you bomb?
tick, tick. Yeah, he starts tick, tick, tick. The only, yeah.
Oh my God.
Boom! It blows the entire top of their lighthouse off.
Holy
ha ha! My kamikaze chick really outdid herself. Overdid more like. No way Excalibur survived that explosion. We be commissioned to capture Phoenix, and they kill her. No problem. We're bounty hunters, ruthless bounty hunters. Dead or alive, it's the same thing. This guy. Saturnine's a cruel, vicious, cold-hearted cow. She'll understand. Kill us all, she will. Yep, teleport us in so I can finish any survivors. Yes, Mother. Yep, you worthless bone bag. We're stuck in. Where are we stuck in? It's tiny. We're lucky not to have materialized inside a wall. Last fix on hard-boiled Henry. Gasp. Kitchen. I think. Gasp. Breathe in. Mother. Gasp. You're squashing me. And this guy's huge. Sorry, Mother. Some intrinsic quality of the stonework distorted my perception of spatial dimensions. Enough excuses. Where Excalibur? Atomized, think I. Blown up through the roof. Groan. No, they be alive. We be standing on them. Your plan was a big success, Mother. You have literally crushed Excalibur. Snee, snee, snee. Ooh, his lips are gross. Don't call me Mother Lizard. Now get us out of here before I take a deep breath and crush your... Yes, Mother. Body bag. Gift wrap our little trophy. We don't want Phoenix waking before we deliver her to Saturnine. Body bag.
That's one of their names.
Uh-huh. So body bag is the perfect
custodian.
His species preserved their prey in a narcotic membrane that paralyzes all but the most essential body functions. Cash on delivery, optimum affluence anticipated. Joy, oh joy. Yes, numbers, a profitable victory. Dream on, fatso. No, it can't be. And she kicks the lizard dude. It can. Phoenix managed to deflect the main explosive blast, and I phased so the concussive shock could pass through me, just as harmlessly as your energy bands do. Ring toss. So that's another one of the bad guys. You can't hope to fight us all, child. I didn't think I could, Madam Blimp. I only planned to keep Phoenix phased out of your touch and distract you till my teammates recovered. Alas, Scatterbrain doesn't need to make physical contact with Shadowcat to fire every neural synapse. neural synapse and expand her consciousness through infinity. That would be crazy. Finish them while they're still groggy. As Captain Britain engages the Technic brawlers, Pharaoh and Thug, he is targeted in turn by Joy Boy.
Nightcrawler's kicking that baby.
Yes. That's a great battle. And who can perceive the heart's fondest desire, twist it savagely, and give it nightmarish reality. Fortunately, the process requires intense concentration, and he is easily distracted. Joy Boy, oh my God. Whereas the merest touch from Waxworks causes Nightcrawler's disciplined body to lose all rigidity. And China Doll's caress quickly reduces Megan's stature, shrinking her down. What? Self-non-combatant, designated financial accountant. Well, I've never met an accountant who didn't expect a percentage of everything his clients got. Get off, thou sniveling bookkeep. Oh, the burden of leadership. If you want anything done properly, you have to do it.
Smack, smack, smack.
That's a crazy panel. Because I just picture just, like a piston. And all of a sudden, it's like, huh? What happened? They stopped in mid-attack, frozen like statues. And the effects of their powers faded. Rachel? Wasn't me. It was I. Everybody turns to look. Now here we go. You read now.
Good morrow, brave souls. I'm Horatio Cringebottom from the Ministry for Cross-Time Transport Regulation Monitor and Control, Sanction Implementation Department. Operating charter authorized by Magistrix Opal Luna Saturnine, by decree of the Supreme Omniversal Guardian Roma, daughter of Merlin, sovereign of Otherworld. This is Bert. I know. Bert is very 90s looking.
Yes, he is.
We are charged to prosecute a writ concerning numerous violations of interdimensional transit regulations. I placed the TechNet in stasis to prevent any unpleasantness. Take them away. We will be glad to see the back of them. Please, you misunderstand. Although the TechNet are guilty of transgressing countless statutes, and Gatecrasher, a thoroughly objectionable individual, has caused my good self considerable irritation in the past, today's imperative concerns the entity Widget. Yerk!
Poor Widget.
Yeah, I remember that game. We used to run
really?
that game. Yep. For Sega, Spider-Man.
Wow. I haven't thought about that in a long time.
Look at those graphics.
Yeah, those are intense.
It's like you're really there.
Wow. So, what's his name? Kingpin was just a round white dot.
He's like Pac-Man. Hold it, you can't. Please, I would not relish placing you in stasis. Bert acts only to determine how the entity functions so that we may prevent further pan-dimensional disruption. But Saturnine already reprogrammed Widget when we were on the hub months ago. The entity has continued to disrupt the continuum. Lady Phoenix, I am indeed honored to make your acquaintance. I meant to say the initial reprogramming was insufficient. Oi, Ratio, take a peek. Excuse me, Lady Phoenix. I say, Lady Phoenix, like I'm royalty? What's going on? Saturnine employed Gatecrasher to capture me. For some reason I don't know. But when she succeeds, this guy, also working for Saturnine, freezes the TechNet and acts like I'm royalty. Bureaucracy in action. The right hand doesn't know what the left is doing. It is more than that. I am sure Saturnine saw through Rachel's disguise when they met on the hub. That's crazy. If she let Rachel go then, why is Gatecrasher still trying to capture her? Ahem. Sorry to interrupt. We were wondering if you might supply some information as to Widget's origin.
Yeah, that's a good question.
It's weird to see these glossy ads in the middle of the newsprint.
These shirts are kind of cool, though.
Those are really cool.
So his internal composition has Bert baffled. Murderer! You've killed Widget! Please don't be alarmed. Despite Bert's uncouth appearance, he is among the elite of temporal cyber relativity technicians. Bert, explain your findings. The outer casing is composed of low-grade chromed steel. Stress analysts suggest it is shaped by hand, no welding, pinning, or joints. That puzzled me for months. What held the plates together? A fluctuating hyperwave pulse in an electronic magnetic field. Oh, right.
I love this panel. It goes to black and
that's
white
crazy.
with that cool abstract kind of work. So let's see. There's a highly active energy matrix. Nothing I can quantify. It has no reliance on the arrangement of the components. Is it life force? I guess they're trying to figure out what
widget is. Yeah.
Oh, I remember
Look at that.
Seeing ads for this and wanting to call the line, but I don't think I ever did. It's weird that Juggernaut has these spots on him.
He looks like a soccer ball.
Yeah, soccer knot. So let's see. That's a job for the metaphysics department. The only life I can categorize is the fungi and bacteria in this goop.
Ew.
Best bet is to implant a G9543CV number 7 and put widget back together ratio. An elegant solution, Bert. Wait, if you can't understand how widget works, how do you know that thing won't harm him? It's a passive nexus with a logistic integrity in English. Okay, consider for a moment the radio stations here. The air is filled with their transmissions, but each broadcasts on a different wavelength. To receive a particular station, you match the wavelength of the receiver with that of the transmitter. A similar principle governs the multiverse. All of the alternate realities occupy the same physical space, but each resonates on a different vibrational plane. Moving from one plane to another is simply a matter of synchronizing an individual resonance with a particular plane. The G9543CV number 7 remains dormant unless it perceives cross-time flux. Then it simply concentrates the entity's resonance within this reality, preventing transit. But in every other way, widget will be exactly as he was. A highly successful operation, if I do say so myself.
And he's so cute, but he's so sad.
Yeah, he's cute. I don't like the way widget looks. Stand clear, all. It's time to pack my gear. He seems odd. A touch of post-operative trauma, nothing to worry about.
Aww.
Don't you want to know how the workbench fits into the toolbox? No, I'm more concerned with what you've done to widget.
I like Kitty.
Compassion, I like that in my women. Come along, Bert. You know regulations forbid fraternization with lower life forms. Sorry, babe, maybe next time. Grr, grr. It only remains to apologize for any inconvenience. Your intervention was perfectly timed. We were taking a beating. Incidentally, we are a bit puzzled by Gatecrasher's attack. This may explain, Captain Britain 616. The Omniversal Magistrix asks that you present it to Gatecrasher when the stasis wears off. You have 5 minutes to prepare yourselves. Give the portly pest a thump for me. Cheerio now. Adios, amigos.
I like widget. I'd like to find out more of their origin.
Yeah, I'd like to get into Excalibur. I think we've got a few, but not like a long run of them. So it might be fun to track down the trades for it. If we get into position now, we might be able to punch out the strongest technet as soon as they thaw. 9, Captain. Brains before brawn.
Nightcrawler's smart.
I have an idea that requires nothing more than a little creative reorganization, and in less time than it takes to tell. Perfect. What now? Now we stand well back and wait for the stasis to wear off, which should be any second now. Flub-dub, mother, what's going on? Grr. Ha 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 ha. I don't know how you did that, but nobody laughs at Gatecrasher and lives. Go ahead, give us a real laugh. Try and take us while we're conscious.
Ooh,
that's a cool
she's
panel.
full Phoenix.
Yeah. While you're considering your options, a gentleman named Cringebottom left this for you. It's from Her Royal Highness, the Omniversal Magistrix. A Psych-Com crystal from Saturnine. You were notified herewith that the warrant concerning the Phoenix host is rescinded, but under the termination clause of your contract, you have an entitlement to monetary compensation, and the TechNet's exile to Earth 616 is extended indefinitely, and don't be stupid enough to plead with this holographic recording, but, Mother, mutiny, permanent exile, but, scrag her, yap, no money, get us out of here, zooped. Well, that's one mystery solved. Saturnine has let you off the hook. I'm not so sure. Why did she want me? Why did she cancel the warrant? Worry tomorrow, Rachel. We will all think more clearly after a long sleep, if we have anywhere to sleep. Halt, petition, compromise. I don't trust that big one. They can't still want to fight. No pain, please, no pain. We don't want no trouble. We be beat. Stand back, you gutless leech. But we be wondering if you'd like us to repair your damaged tower. All we'd have in return is a bit of food and shelter. You're nuts. You blew our home apart, tried to kill us. Now we're meant to adopt you? But we be homeless, destitute. Wah!
Joy boy.
Wah, wah. Oh, Brian, the baby's crying. All the more reason not to have him around. Anyway, it's not a baby, it's a superpowered alien. That, Brian, is why we must care for the TechNet. We must? Yes, until we devise a more satisfactory solution. Who knows what mischief the TechNet might create left to their own devices? They are unpredictable and potentially very dangerous. No choice, really. Kurt's right. Okay, but I think it's a big mistake. Oh, thank you, Kurt. You always know how to get around Brian. Megan, you will give your boyfriend the wrong idea. Don't be silly. Brian isn't the jealous type. Meanwhile, on a slightly different wavelength.
I don't get Joy Boy. Is that like his big old belly?
I think so.
Mm.
Erath, one of the chain of infinite alternate Earths that coil through the multiverse. Time flows more quickly here than in our reality, so this is an ancient world in the twilight of planetary life, but age does not bestow serenity. The eternal conflict between good and evil continues. Necrom demands your homage. Why do you burn our homes? We have done no wrong. Question not your master's desire. Follow me now or die where you stand. It's not polite to threaten folk, Druid. You! I will scorch the flesh from your bones. Go ahead, punk.
He's learned from Wolverine.
Make my day. Yeah. That's all, folks. Who are you? Who are you that can slay a druid? Cold steel and a brave heart are all it takes. The druids are nothing but hot air. I am Kylon. Kylon, we thought you legend. I am real, but I am one. It will take an army to breach the tower that crosses time and defeat the tyrant Necrom. Join me. You have nothing left here. Teach us to fight. Lead us to freedom. Yes, victory will be ours, and Excalibur will pay for the devastation they unleashed on this world. Next issue, Home Comforts or Who Exploded the Toilet? I had some of these. I think I had almost all of these figures
really?
From Grandma. I definitely had Juggernaut,
yep.
Wolverine, Cyclops,
Magneto,
Colossus, Magneto. I think I had Archangel and Nightcrawler. I might have had all of them. I'm not sure about Apocalypse and Storm, but probably.
I know you had a Storm, but I thought it was in her other uniform.
I think it was not the Toy Biz ones. I think it was a Hasbro or something like that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was fun. I like the more comedic bent to Excalibur. It's kind of a fun, goofy comic. So, yeah, if you enjoyed watching this, give us a like and comment, and we would love to see you subscribe, and thanks for watching.